So with that being said, let's take a look at my projected levels for the week, mainly for tomorrow, but all of these levels are in play all week until invalidated, in my opinion. We're going to open up with our three favorites. That's going to be QQQ, the S&P 500, and the SPY. All right. And so right now the SPY is sitting at about 744. It's about 745 right now. I'm looking at, well, you can see my screen right here, SPY 745.71, right? So as long as we can hold that 745.70 level, we have room to 748, room to 749, room to 751. Before I assume that we're going to keep going up, I'm also going to look for confluence on QQQ and the S&P 500. And so like I said, as long as we hold that 74.70, I'm going to look for 748. But if we drop from that 570 and move down to 744, I'm going to look for more room to the downside. And if we break 741, we can go to 736 and we have room all the way to 733. And just remember that anything that our president says will be taken into consideration for at least 10 to 15 minutes. So it's possible to get volatile swings in either direction while watching this. And that's why watching your levels is so important, because if it invalidates one level, you can just flip to the other side, or you can ride it both directions and take profit on the upside and the downside if you know that during the middle of the day, any type of conversation can cause momentary chaos. And then let's go ahead and just look at the chart really quick. So as you can see, we had a little bit of a fake out on this last Thursday. We opened to the downside and then went back up towards the end of the day, but still had a lower high than where we opened up at. And then if you look at the minute chart, we're struggling to maintain VWAP and to maintain above the 250-day moving average. And if you look at the 10, we're below the 250-day. It broke VWAP to close the day. And in after hours, it kind of rose above and it's teetering at that 250 mark. So if we open below this blue line, I'm just going to expect more downside. If we open below the 250-day, I'm just going to expect room to 740. This is the lowest level that it hit during last trading day. All right, and then next on the list, we have QQQ. QQQ right now is currently trading at 712. Let me see, where is that? QQQ was 714.22. So if it can maintain that 714, we have room to 718. If it breaks and holds at 718, we can see 724. And I got up to 731 on the day tomorrow. So we're going to be looking for Nvidia a little bit to see what Nvidia is doing, because Nvidia is a big mover inside of the QQQ ETF. And what we want is for Nvidia to at least hold VWAP, and we want QQQ to maintain VWAP as well. But if we can't maintain this 714 and we break this 712 level, we're going to see more downside to 710, and we have 707, and then we have 704. So let's take a quick little look at QQQ. So yeah, you can see this last trading day, it just continually broke down pretty much all day, and it fell below the 20-day and it broke VWAP, and it's well below the 250-day moving average. So until it reclaims this blue line and this pink line, I do not trust QQQ. And so it's about $4 away from the 20-day moving average in after hours right now. Before I enter QQQ for a call, actually, I'd want it to reclaim the 716 level personally, just to feel confident in the continuation, because you could get a fake out very easily. And so I have the 714.20 level here. I would personally want to see it reclaim about here, 1715 or 715. I mean, 715.80. Once it can reclaim that 715.80, then I would feel confident in the fact that it will continue to 718. Let's see, what's this level? 711, 719, 717, 716. Well, actually, looking here, yeah, about 716. Once it breaks about 716, then I would see room to 720.